All right, we're on air. Welcome, everyone, to episode 52 of the CosCast. I am, as always, your main host, Pixiedust Cosplay. Whoop. And with me, I have my two co-hosts.
Annabella Cosplay.
And Enyassia Cosplay.
Welcome, ladies. And also, we have a very special guest today, which is Karin Olava Effects. Welcome.
Hello. Hi, guys.
Awesome. So today the main theme, of course, is an interview with Karin Olava. But before we get there, we're going to go through our usual segments. So first of all, cosplay progress. Have we worked on anything cosplay related this week?
Yes, I made boob containers. Yay! It's just so you know. You get your boobs flat so you can cosplay males more easily.
Yeah, it's a homemade chest binder, you could say.
Oh yeah, it is just a big fat ass elastics that I bought at Rainbow Textile, and it has these Velcro. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Velcro.
Things so it will hold. It works pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like you didn't have any boobs at all when you tried it on, so it's pretty nifty.
There's a picture on my cosplay page if anyone wants to see.
Yeah.
It's fully clothed, so
yeah.
No perversions.
No frontal nudity.
No.
Tanya, how about you?
Well, first I just have to say, hello, Mom, I know you're watching, and no.
But you are wearing a very special hat today. You want to talk about that?
I'm wearing my Russe hat from when I was like some 20-something. And, well, it says suitcase, which in Norwegian means that you have a very dirty mind.
You have a suitcase humor?
Yes, suitcase
humor. It just doesn't sound right when you translate it.
Yeah.
No.
And you're wearing this today because we got challenged last week by one of our viewers, Ripley Art, to do a Norwegian 17th of May themed cosplay thing. So you're linked in a Norwegian graduation outfit. So
yes. So I hope I pass the test or challenge.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see. She'll probably let you know in the chat.
Yeah, I hope so.
Karin Olava, how about you?
Not really. I just finished this crazy thing, the Petra Venge costume last week, so I've had a bit of a break, but I've been planning potentially a big thing that might be happening, maybe, depending on time and stuff, but that's the secret for now. But yeah, it's like thinking and adding things up and how to solve that and come with that. So, but yeah.
Cool.
We'll
so people should just follow you on Facebook to see updates in the future. Yes. So you can find her on Facebook at Karin Olava Effects.
Yeah. Follow me.
Like her page, subscribe. All the stuff.
Of course.
Well, I haven't really been making anything cosplay related, but I have been painting. So I made this as a birthday present for a friend. So this is a Majora's Mask.
Looks so nice.
Thank you.
So nice.
That's pretty much what I spent last week doing. I'm kind of broke at the moment, so I can't really buy all of the things I need to start doing new cosplays, so I'm kind of in between, and that's kind of boring because I really want to make stuff. But oh well. Yeah. So let's move on to our next segment, which is cosplay news, and wow, so many things have happened during the past week. Let's start with talking about the Game of Thrones premiere, and try to keep it short if we can. Did everyone see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think Tanya did.
No.
Okay, what did you guys think? Were you happy with it? Was it a good episode, or were you bored, or?
It was a bit of a slow start, I think, but I enjoyed the episode as a whole.
Well, my reaction was, I mean, I'm glad that it's actually going away from the books. No offense for all the people who love the books, but I'm starting to see that go a bit like, ugh, I've read all of them, almost all of them, but yeah, I'm glad to see that maybe more exciting things are happening now that it's free of the whole books. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've read all the books, and the last 2 books are really like slow and yeah. So it was kind of hard for me to get through them, even if I am a fast reader. So I'm very excited to see where the show is going to go now too.
Yeah, starting to get a bit tedious. So
yeah,
the books, the show.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to seeing what happens.
Yeah. No,
More
I thought it
Sansa.
was...
I love Sansa, so I want to see
Yeah,
more
I
of her.
love Sansa too. I hated
She's
her
my
in
favorite
the beginning,
character.
but yeah, she's.
No, I've loved her.
In the beginning, I didn't like her, but she's really, really grown on me, and I like her a lot now.
She's a badass, actually.
Yeah, she's a badass. She has some stark inner strength going on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was pretty happy with the episode. I mean, yeah, it was maybe a bit slow, compared to what people were probably expecting, but I thought it kind of set the tone for the season pretty well, I think. So yeah, just excited to see what happens next. Okay.
Yeah.
Also,
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. For those of you who might not know, there's also this thing on HBO Nordic called After the Thrones, where it started on YouTube and has now become a show that they send on HBO Nordic, where they talk about things that happened in the episode, explain things that were maybe not as clear, or choose character of the week and stuff like that. So that's kind of entertaining, and I recommend people to watch that. They also made some boo-boos on the first episode. The first one is they chose a picture of Arya Stark, which was not Maisie Williams. It was cosplayer Ginny Giuseppe, which they featured as an official picture.
Oh my god.
So that's a bit embarrassing. And also they got some information about Ilaria Sandrong. She's not the sister to the King of Dorne. She was the lover of Oberyn Martell, who was the brother of the King of Dorne. So
that's obvious.
Fact checking. But beyond that, it was fun, entertaining.
Yeah.
Yes. What's next on the news? There are so many news things. Annabella, don't you have something that you wanted to share?
The only thing I want to say is that Kamui Cosplay has made a sort of a blog post about different types of thermoplastics and how they work and how they look compared to each other. So you should go and check out that, because it was quite
informative.
Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah. I also like that it states that that's her opinion and her experiences with materials. So it's not by default if she said something's bad, you know?
Yeah, that is also true.
Make up your
For
own
me,
mind.
who hasn't tried working that much with Warbler yet, it kind of makes it easier for me to maybe pick and choose what to buy next for different types of projects.
Yeah. Brown Warbler for first beginners, always much easier to work with. A lot easier to work with.
Yeah. I've tried some, but I like working with Warbler, and I'm looking forward to working more with it in the future.
Yeah.
Me too. I've only made like tiny projects with it so far, so I'm looking forward to make some armor and stuff. That would be cool.
Yes.
Make huge armors and spend tons of money like I do. Or not,
Or not. Well, we'll see.
This is my next Warbler project, though. It's gonna be the shield of Link.
Ooh.
It's just papers right now, but...
Yeah.
Yay!
The size looks pretty good.
Tip, if you're gonna prime with wood glue, use the outdoor kind, like they have one for more outdoor use. Use that one because it recovers like less coats. I've used like 2 coats of that. It equals almost 4 coats of the regular kind, in my opinion.
Okay, cool. That's
So,
good
yeah.
advice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next item on the list. There's a new documentary out on Netflix called All Work, All Play. And it might be interesting for those of you out there who play or cosplay from League of Legends or are interested in esports. because it kind of details how esports is becoming a thing, how ESL arranges championships, and you follow some of the pro gamers and see how it is like to be a pro gamer and things like that. So it's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So it's out on Netflix now, so you guys should check that out. Also, BonsaiCon announced their first official sponsor for this year, which is spillmagasinet.blog.no. So they'll be working together and posting some articles about BonsaiCon before the actual con is held.
And for you who haven't bought your tickets for BonsaiCon yet, they are out today!
I haven't bought mine yet.
I did it just before the show.
I totally want to, though. But yeah. Broke.
I have mine. I bought it like 2 minutes after, so I'm like, yeah.
Lucky bitches.
I have MasterCard, it's okay.
Yeah, me too.
I don't want to go down that path. It's this downward spiral, I think, for me. Dangerous things. Okay, so the next one is kind of a weird piece of news. The Ripley shoes from the first Alien movie has been launched by Reebok. And apparently it only comes in men's sizes. And these are shoes that were originally featured on a female character. What the fuck is that about?
I don't know.
I read that. For me, it's good.
For you,
I have big feet, so for me, if I wanted them, I'm like, well, doesn't really matter. But yeah, I think it's a silly and stupid and embarrassing thing.
Yeah, it's really embarrassing. I mean, why would you be sexist like this? It kind of throws me back to the whole thing where Star Wars weren't featuring Rey characters in their merchandise.
Yeah, and or Gamora on the Guardians of the Galaxy t-shirts.
Yeah, exactly. What is that about?
I don't know.
So yeah, no, a lot of people have been upset about this, and apparently the smallest size you can find in the American and English sizes are a size 6. And so that's like 2 sizes too big for most women, usually.
So
get it together,
it's
Reebok.
Yeah, they should. They should get on that. Fix it.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
Okay, next piece of news is Chrix Design and Bettcanard, 2 of our fellow Norwegian cosplayers, have been chosen to play on the Norwegian and Danish team for the Scandinavian Overwatch All Stars battles. And they'll be battling the Swedish team. That's super cool.
Yeah, I knew that.
You knew that.
I knew that.
So we'll put a link to that in the show notes if people want to check that out and see what this All Stars battle thing is all about. And, you know, check out Chrix Design and Bettcanard because they have some awesome Overwatch cosplays.
I also have an Overwatch cosplay. I'm just gonna say it.
You do. You have Widowmaker.
I have Widowmaker, yeah, I do.
Awesome.
But I can't attend the challenge, so yeah.
Oh, were you asked to participate?
Yes, I was asked, but I had to decline because school and stuff. So, but I'm glad awesome people can join in and have fun.
Mm. Well, too bad you couldn't join. It would probably have been really fun to watch.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to seeing the movie with Bettcanard and Christina because Elizabeth and Christina, because they have awesome chemistry. They're sisters, so
yeah.
And they're so super talented, and they will have a blast doing that. So I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Cool.
Yay!
Let's see. Oh yes. The last piece of news for today is that the judges for an Italian convention called Festa the Unicorno have been announced, and Tine Marie is one of them, together with Yaya and Elffi Cosplay. That's kind of cool.
Cool.
Very international. We have a comment here from one of our viewers on the Reebok thing. If it's based on Ripley's physique, she's built pretty buffed, so it would make sense. But no, it wouldn't, because those shoes were for a female. I'm sorry, but why would you make big shoes that were made for women if you know no women are going to fit it? Or very few women, at least, are going to fit those shoes. Doesn't make sense.
What would make sense is if they made sizes for all feet.
Yeah. Unisex shoes or something like that. I don't know.
Just make them for everyone.
Yeah,
just don't make them a woman-male thing.
Yeah.
Just like why?
Right. Cecilia Hansen says it was really nice to meet you at Unicon, Karin. So you have a.
Oh yeah. Unicon was great. It's a cozy, adorable convention. It's so much. It's a cozy, great time. People should go next year. Give them love because they deserve it.
Yes.
Yeah, we've heard a lot of nice things about Unicon, so maybe we'll attend next year. It'll be cool.
You should.
Yay. Okay.
It's all about the coziness and fun, I think.
That's what I've heard as well. Right, so I think it's time for us to start getting into our main theme, because we always use a lot of time on this. And so, first of all, I want to share some photos of some of Karin's cosplays that she's done.
Yay!
See, this is an embarrassing moment. Yeah, sure.
So our viewers can get to know you and see what you made and how talented you are and stuff. Okay.
Thank you. Oh, yeah.
So this is your Imperator Furiosa.
Yeah, my green screen arm thing.
Yeah, I remember seeing you at Torucon last year. You were wearing this green glove on one of your arms.
Yeah, I was about to have a amputated left arm from about here down, so you have to have a green screen dock for that.
And this photo, of course, was shot by Donarki Photography. You have to mention that. Credit where credit is due.
I'm actually screaming in that one for real, so...
Yeah, it looks very real. I'm feeling your pain.
Yeah. Disturbing for everybody watching, but yeah.
But this looks like a relatively comfortable cosplay, really.
It's actually very comfortable, but it's a corset, so it has restriction and it's warm, because that's real leather, so it's, it gets moist. Fast.
That happens. Okay, this is your Nebula. This is also by Donarki Photography.
Yes, and Psy posters.
It's so perfect. Perfect.
Thank you. Yeah, that kind of blew up quickly. That costume.
I noticed that you got a lot of attention for that in social media.
Yeah, I did. I only did a very quick makeup test the day of the premiere of the movie because I couldn't go see it, and I was supposed to wear this for TrueCon the week after, so I was like, I gotta do a makeup test anyways, might as well be now, and then I shared it on Facebook. I'm like, got 15 new likes overnight. I'm like, oh great, that's awesome, that many people, fantastic. And then over the weekend it's escalated to 10,000, so yeah, so when Yaya Hunt shares your picture, you know.
Yeah. But
when James Bond loved it.
I saw your picture before I saw the movie, so I was like, is that Karin Olava? This looks totally like Karin Olava. So when I see the movie, I just think of Nebula as you and not as the real actress.
Poor Karin which... Fun fact, we're actually just equal age and height. So some people say my Nebula is too tall. I'm like, nope. I'm perfectly sized. At least in height.
And who the fuck cares if you're too tall or too short? That's not the fucking point.
No.
This is an awesome cosplay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So good. This is amazing. I love it so much. It's your Nooks cosplay.
My favorite. I love that movie. If people didn't already get the gist of that, I love that movie.
Such a good movie.
Favorite movie.
This was taken by Torrigan Photography.
Yes.
Total sweetheart.
One of my favorite pictures of that costume. Love that.
Did a good job taking
it. Shit.
And it's just so impressive how that, how you made that whole test. I don't know how did you solve that?
It's made from like holding garments, so you get the ugly hold-in dresses. They're not ugly though, but they're skin color and they're very pale. So it kind of works because they have to be sickly pale, and then it's just painted up with acrylic paints and then added shades and washes of makeup and stuff and flicking paints over to get like a gradient or some pigment changes. But yeah, and there's chest binding.
Cool.
which
Oh,
is uncomfortable because
Yeah.
I have
And
boobs. So.
You recently won 3rd place with this?
No,
Was
I
it?
won first place.
Yeah, you won first. It was Chrix Design who won 3rd.
Yes.
Christian won for that. I won first place with that.
And it's really fun watching you when you have this cosplay because you're always in character, it seems.
No, I'm just so excited because I love this guy so much. It's totally insane how much I like the War Boys. It's not healthy at all.
You and Teresa Tai cosplay. She loves them War Boys too.
Yeah, she's crazy about them. She's like, oh. So
it seems like our viewers are crazy about them too. You'll enter Valhalla all shiny and chrome.
always all shiny and chrome and to ride internal. Currently be carried through the gates of Valhalla by Morton Joe. My dream.
Awesome.
I can quote the movie all day, but yeah.
Yeah, let's move on. This is your pet revenge, and this is a photo that is taken together with the lovely Ceremony cosplay as Marisol.
Mm-hmm.
And,
And
by
you have a
Chrix.
fanboy in the chat.
What?
Karin has a fanboy in the chat.
Oh,
yay!
nice. Hello, fanboy.
Hello.
I mean, I have no words. This picture of you guys is so pretty, and that cosplay is like flawless.
Thank you. I'm not really happy about the shoulders. I want to remake them because they're very big in person, but on camera they look kind of smallish because they're huge. So I kind of want to remake them. But yeah, it was because I mean, big shoulders, World of Warcraft style. I mean, gotta go there.
Why not?
Yeah, I'm wearing the wig today though, so.
Yes.
Looks so good.
Thank you.
But won't they be hard to move in if they're a lot bigger?
Yeah, but moving. It looks so cool. It's important.
That's true.
Who needs moving when you stand still on camera anyway?
The thing about that costume is covering your left eye. Or my left eye makes me slightly blind, so I kind of miss half of what's going on, which is a hassle. It's movable though, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean you don't have to wear it all the time, I guess.
No.
It would strain your eye a lot.
Yeah, it is annoying after a while. You get tired of it, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Yes, and this is Tela Vasir, and it's taken by Ukami Photography.
Yeah, BonsaiCon last year.
So is this the one that the armor that you finished like 2 days or before the
No, I finished the strapping the day before, the night before. Yeah, I have a tendency to finish things the night before because I nuked my Nux chest piece the night before the convention. I mean, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
The rest of it was done though, just strapping. So it's just watching glue dry.
Yay!
Super fun.
But I think this is a syndrome that a lot of cosplayers have. They finish the last pieces like the night before the convention. It seems to be a thing.
Yeah, we do. We all have done this.
All right, let's see. That was the end of the slides to show. So now people have probably gotten to know you a little bit better, if they didn't know you already. Okay, so let's move into our main theme, which are some interview questions for you. And I figured, Annabella, maybe you want to take it away. I've been talking a lot now, so.
All right. How long have you been cosplaying, and what got you into cosplaying to begin with?
Well, I've been officially what I call cosplaying when I started calling it cosplaying in about 2010, so 6 years, I think. But I've been making costumes since like forever. So, but yeah, cosplaying is in webs, of course. I mean, everybody sees something they like. Usually it goes through watching Naruto and looking up Kakashi on internet and seeing people cosplaying him, and then go like, oh, cosplay, what's that? And then it kind of escalates. Everybody starts with anime, mostly. At least what I did.
There's a lot of people who seems to start by doing anime characters.
Yeah, I didn't though, but yeah.
What was your first cosplay?
It was actually Darth Talon from Star Wars, a crazy Sith Twi'lek, the ones with the 2 head tails. And quite insane. People should Google her. She's badass and awesome. And a red bodysuit, and I attended CosCon 2010, before it was known as Descon Cosplay, or then it was called different kinds of thing, but in October. And I won, so that's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, pretty cool.
That's really cool
Quite
to
the
win
track
about.
record with winning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was fun. Love that costume. Still slightly exists somewhere in the atmosphere of basements and boxes. Not quite sure where it is, but might dig it up one day. Wear it again. Who knows?
Cool.
I think that's a common thing that happens with cosplays that you haven't worn in a while. It's like, where did it go? It disappears into oblivion or something.
Yeah, and then part of it is destroyed, and you kind of put it away, and then you have to make new things because it's not good enough because you've learned stuff, you've progressed in your knowledge and your skill. So that's always the thing, that what I made maybe 2 years ago, I'm like, what? I know a lot better, or not better, but I know more about that sort of thing. So I would probably remake the whole bodysuit and do the boob cups again and new lightsaber and blah 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 blah. Yeah.
Cool. Enyassia, you want to do question 3?
Sure. Karin, what are your top 3 favorite cosplays right now?
Well, that's the hardest question. My top favorite has been Nux, mostly because even though that's not my best work, I think it's just because I love the character so much. It's all about the guy, and I love the movie, and just everything about that is amazing. And it's also a Boldy, which I'm very towards the Boldy characters. And of course, I mean, you have to put Nebula up there always, because I mean, it was my first Boldy costume, which made me also one of the reasons why shaving my head wasn't so sucky. For people I don't know, I have alopecia, which is a autoimmune disorder, which makes your hair fall out. So instead of looking like a sad, sick person with thin, balding hair patches on my head, I shaved it off and decided I want to be bald and badass instead.
Yeah, it takes a lot of guts to make a decision like that and like own it.
Yeah. So everyone who does that, I admire you, because I know it's hard. And then, well,
I mean,
yeah,
you look totally badass.
Sorry, I make.
You look so badass,
you.
know, even without makeup and wigs and everything, you just rocked the bald head. So
The bald. Everybody should try on a bald cap once in life. Not shaving the head, just try on a bald cap and see how they look without any hair, just to see their face. Because you see yourself and go like, you kind of like it because it's all on your face, and you see yourself very differently and go like, it's so weird. It's so weird. And you're not like sad, you just go like, oh, kind of like it, but it's so weird. But yeah. And everyone should see how beautiful their face is.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's the thing we'll have to try. I'm afraid I'll just look like a round ball or something.
No. You just have to have perfect eyeliner every day, always.
Yeah.
Never have bad eyeliner again.
Yeah.
Eyeliner, eyebrows, people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad I'm so lazy. I don't even bother to put on makeup.
That's why I have my my bags, so I can don't have to wear makeup.
Yeah. No. I have to put some on because else I look kind of very bland. But I like the bold look.
You always look amazing though, so.
Yeah.
Thank you. Not always. I do wear not makeup sometimes. So.
We all do sometimes.
I'm just going to 7-Eleven. It's 3 a.m. Fuck it. Yeah. Yeah. And the third one would probably be any sari I made, because the sari are, come on, Mass Effect people.
Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit more about the whole space babe thing. Later.
Cyanide. Questions. Yeah.
It's in the questions. So, Cyanide wants to know if there will be more hype for Guardians, or is everything aimed towards official characters from Destiny?
No, I think there will be more hype from Guardians. I'm hoping that Nebula will have a new costume, which I can make. I will also hopefully be having an official shoot with someone in my Nebula costume. That's why I have it like over there somewhere. So it needs to be fixed up. So there will be more Guardians, and I'm also kind of tempted to do a female Drax officially. Because Drax, come on, so great.
So I hope
Drax.
I hope that helps. Cyanide, he or she says that I wish to cosplay the full Iron Companion for Warlock Awoken, but I kind of want to do Oryx, but I'm way underskilled for that at this stage.
Oh yeah, you mean Guardians, like Guardians, not just official Destiny characters. Oh yeah, so sorry, I thought for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, sorry. I thought so too. I was a little bit like, I don't know.
No, sorry. I kind of want to do a Titan one day, but who knows? It's a heavy duty full armor thing. But if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do full on badass Titan. I'm gonna do a new rocket launch. I need an assault rifle, if not a shotgun. I need a gun to my ship. I want to go full on blasted tank mode with beautiful Awoken makeup, of course.
This sort of makes me want to ask one of the other questions from the viewers. It's from Aslak, and he says, "Hey Karin, who is your favorite 31st century arms dealer?"
As of course Herverk, props. He used to be known as Orion Works, so if you see that name mentioned several times, he's known as Herverk. He is my official 21st century arms dealer. He actually made me Petra's knife. I'm gonna get it because it's awesome.
And hi, Aslak. Look, we've met a few times before.
So yeah, he made me this beautiful thing as a surprise gift. That is so a knife for Petra, which he 3D printed. So gorgeous. So yeah, he hooks me up. He also made the beautiful fusion rifle I carry in some of my pictures with my hunter.
Awesome. So
Aslak is now
hashtag that one.
He's commenting, "Whoa, he sounds amazing."
Yeah, totally amazing.
Yeah, I mean, Herverk. It's so sexy. If not sexy.
And also the toughest judge on the block.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I mean, 10 years in ICQ at least. At least.
It's bad, it's bad. Okay. Cecilia has a question about makeup. She wants to know, hi Karin, how the hell did you get so talented in makeup stuff?
Well, I did take a course at NIST. It's now called Bachelor's Act in SFX. But I learned a lot about different kinds of makeup, not so much about applying them. I learned a little bit about applying them, but mostly I got knowledge in what to use and how things. And I'm bored a lot, so I paint my face when I'm bored at 11:30 p.m. at night. And then I do that and take selfies and post them on Instagram. And that's just it. You have to just
practice.
It's just practice, and trying and failing, and then suddenly, oh, this works. I like this technique. I'm going to build on that. I'm going to do that more. So it's just doing that all the time. And have fun with your everyday makeup. Just do full-on Saturday night out on a Monday morning.
Yeah,
I mean,
why the hell not?
Who says you can't wear fabulous makeup every day?
Yeah, I like that sentiment. Cyanide says, I'll possibly have to pay a visit to this dang arms dealer.
Yeah, you should. Totally. Everybody. Yeah, we should post his link to his page.
Yeah, we'll do that in the show notes after the show.
Yes, do that.
This.
So look him up.
So, question 4, anyone who want to post it to Karin?
Sure. Are there any materials or techniques you struggle with or don't particularly enjoy?
Oh God, wigs, wigs. That is probably the first attempt I had at properly doing some styling, so it's a bit of a trial and error thing going on. But yeah, not really comfortable with the hair thing at all. So I want to do that more to get more into it, but yeah, not really that good with it. And solid foam armor that is not covered with warbler and anything like that, that is not something I'm good at. So I'm looking, if I want to do something, I'm going to ask Crowforce Cosplay, which is, in my opinion, my foam senpai, him and Punish Props, for all my foam needs if I should need them. Because, yeah, not comfortable and not good at that at all.
Yeah, it kind of brings us into the whole thing that not everyone is awesome at everything, and it's okay to ask another cosplayer for help.
Yeah, you should try to look up stuff, and then if you want to ask a cosplayer for help, you should. What I like to do is like get my bearings on what I'm actually asking about, so my questions can kind of be more directly and more narrowed down, so it's not such a wide field of what you can give me for an answer. But yeah.
Yeah, specific questions are the best.
Yeah. So I want to be better at foam because I'm not really working purely on that by itself. I'm not really comfortable with, so I want to be better at that.
Wigs and foam.
Wigs and foam, yeah.
Yeah, no,
I mean, I'm bald. Hair, what? I don't know.
Okay, let's move on to question 5. Annabella, do you want to do that?
Yeah, which cons will you be attending this year?
Yeah, well, I've attended a few already. I did Unicorn that we mentioned, the coziest, one of the coziest cons in Norway, in my opinion. Their maid cafe is adorable, and I was of course at Geekon and at Fredrikstad Sci-Fi. But I will hopefully be going to Desicon on one of the days because I want to see the new thing they're going with. I'm really excited. I'm really hopeful, and I'm looking forward to seeing their program. And of course, Turocon, must every year. And I got my BuzzCon tickets, so that's kind of the set deal. But who knows? There's so many I would like to visit, and I would love to travel more abroad and go to like Denmark and hopefully Sweden and stuff like that. But I'm a student. I can only travel so much on my own budget, so
it's expensive. You know,
yeah,
especially if you have to go somewhere and sleep over at a hotel or something. So
yeah.
Aslak is screaming, Turocon!
Yeah, I really want to go there. So
yeah, we're planning on going too this year.
I am going because I have a ticket. So
yeah, you have your ticket. I just need to buy my ticket, and then we'll share a hotel room, hopefully.
Yeah, the hotel that was last year, it was really nice, and it's super high sci-fi. The lobby, or
yeah, it's a gorgeous hotel. It's so nice.
So nice and super sci-fi and space, and I just want to make sci costumes to take pictures.
Yeah,
at the top bar.
It's a perfect sci-fi setting.
Yeah, the bar up at the top floor. Oh,
I haven't been there.
So Mass Effect.
Okay, you have to show me this bar.
Yeah.
Do that.
The food there is so good, by the way. So good.
Cool.
Great burgers.
And Aslak says same hotel this year too. So awesome. Looking forward to it. I just need my vacation money to come in now so I can buy the ticket and order a room and blah blah blah.
I have my MasterCard, so.
Yeah, I don't have a MasterCard. I just no, that's bad.
It's good to have travel though, because if you're out abroad and you can use that instead, it's better. Because if someone steals it or someone scams you, you can easily get your money back.
That's
But your
true.
visa, that's gone. It's like no.
Yeah, no, I've considered a MasterCard for vacations and stuff, but beyond that,
just get one for the minimal amount and just use it for that and just pay it right back.
Mine is
You can just
5,000 maximal. I cannot use more than 5,000.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I have more than that, but yeah. I used to buy my super expensive everyday wig, so I need that for that. So I need to have a because
totally
of that.
Understandable.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. We're going to talk a little bit about Space Babes now, because on your Facebook page it says that you make monsters and space magic, and you do have a proclivity for Space Babes. Why this fascination with space and sci-fi?
I don't know. It's so hard because it's so many things. It's the aesthetics. I do love, because I know you guys are huge fantasy fans and love Lord of the Rings, and I love that. I think that's so beautiful, but just the clean aesthetics of many of the space things, it just really, really appeals to me. I just love the high sci-fi, high gloss setting of things. It sounds so cheesy when I say it.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, we sound cheesy when we say we love Lord of the Rings too, so.
Yeah. And also, I do study a science-related subject at the moment, so I'm very into everything science-wise and aspect of that, I think, with the future and how that might affect us in a way. Like Gattaca is one of my favorite movies, not Gothica, Gattaca. You should watch it, it's great, but that's kind of going into the same thing, and then you have the aesthetics and you have the whole idea behind.
I think there are also a lot more badass women in science fiction than there are in fantasy, at least traditional fantasy.
Yeah, I mean, Commander Shepard, come on, people.
Yeah.
I think I need to do some research on something to do for BonsaiCon now.
Yeah,
I'm getting inspired.
They have a sci-fi theme, or space theme, which I'm super excited about. And I'm like, God, people, you should start doing sci-fi things.
At least I have my Angel Scully. So that's
yeah.
Yeah, no, I've done a Sith before, so I think maybe I'll make an original Jedi character or something.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
You can do one of the blue-faced one and paint your face blue, because they have the blue rays which have the red lenses, so you can have fun with red screen lenses.
Yeah, I haven't tried lenses before. I'm really touchy about my eyes, so I don't know if I'll be able to.
Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah, it's the thing, I can't really touch my eyes at all, so. And they water and run like crazy, and I'm light sensitive, and bleh. So, yeah. I would love lenses, but I don't think that's...
Yeah, whenever she starts to laugh, she just cries her eyes out, and her lenses would also running off.
Yeah, but cosplay is not worth someone's health, so if something's uncomfortable, just don't do it, because it's not worth it. Some people say it's worth it, like they glue stuff on their face with super glue. I'm like, no, just don't. Just if you don't have proper glue, then don't glue anything.
No.
Or draw it on your face with some eyeliner. I mean, but yeah, no, it's just and I've always been into like sci-fi movies since I was a kid. I loved actually Starship Troopers. Embarrassingly enough, it's one of my favorite movies. So bad.
I've never seen it, but my mom had it on VHS, and I remember the cover for this movie very vividly.
Oh, you should see it. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so great.
Oh, Aslak says, I have like 10 sci-fi costumes. So much Star Wars everywhere.
Yeah. I have a stormtrooper armor, so I used to be part of the 501st. I haven't been trooping in way too long, so I'm currently not an active member. But I do have a Star Wars stormtrooper helmet over there, and you have stunt helmet for being all Star Wars geek about it. Star Wars is great. Well, these three in the movies.
Yeah, so you love the aesthetic and the characters in the sci-fi settings and things like that. I guess we can boil it down to that.
Yeah. And then I like painting my face blue. Can't help it. Blue is better, people. Blue is better.
Blue is just better.
I wish it was socially acceptable to blue every day.
Especially on Mondays.
Yes, especially on Mondays, it would be very
Hide
symbolic.
the dark eyes. I mean, dark circles, gone with blue paint.
Yeah, if you're looking for makeup that will cover up everything, blue is a good bet.
Yeah, it's just like piling on.
Kind of brings us over to our next questions. How much time does it take to put on your Space Babe costumes with the paint and with the armor and everything?
Oh yeah, it depends on the costume and how much practice I have with that certain thing. With Nebula, it's 4 to 5 hours. I mean, painting and shading your entire head and upper half of your right arm, actually, it's a bitch. I'm just gonna put it plainly. And it takes about 4 hours, and then you stand there with just coffee and a straw, and you go like, oh God, why am I doing this to myself? And then you walk in the corner and it's worth it. But my sorry, I'm getting pretty used to, so I got the routine down, so I can do that in about 2 hours. And then I need about 20 minutes to put everything else on. But yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of time. 45 hours. How early do you have to get up and, when you're going to a convention to actually be ready in time?
Oh yeah, I get up at like 7 or 8, depending. And then I plan to be there about 1-ish. I like to have time, actually, so I usually spend way more time on my makeup than I need to because I hate stressing. So if I stress, I can do stuff in like want to do it in 2.5, But it takes time and it takes practice, and I'm picky at it. I just stand there and go like, oh, well, I could use just a little more. Perhaps it should be a little more purple. No, blue. Gray, perhaps. Yeah, I need more highlighter. Oh, eyeliner needs to be bigger. God.
Aslak is very active in our comment field today. That's why you wear helmets, Karin. We've been over this many times.
Helmets, in my opinion, just no. People treat you differently when wearing helmets. People don't talk to you, and just you're less of a person.
Yeah,
in helmets.
It's hard to get eye contact.
Yeah. And people can't hear you, you can't hear them, you can hardly see. I mean, helmets are awesome, and I have helmet costumes, and my first hunter from Destiny was a masked or helmet costume, but yeah, it's just so warm. And yeah, and you look so sweaty when you take them off, and your makeup runs, and it's horrible. So sad.
That's true.
Aslak again. Have you seen my beautiful helmet beard? Of course, helmets are amazing.
Yeah.
He does have a
helmet
very nice
beard.
beard.
Oh. Yeah, he does have a very nice beard. Beards are the best.
Yes.
Okay, so a question. Well, we've kind of answered question 8. Where did you learn your makeup skills? Let's move on to number 9. Enyassia, do you want to take that one?
Sure. Do you have any good tip or tricks for cosplayers who want to improve their cosplay makeup skills? Well,
I would say have fun and try and fail and try and fail and try more. It's mostly just doing at night before you're going to take off your makeup. Just put more on and see what works for you. And you can practice with normal makeup because a lot of the people think that painting yourself blue is a whole other technique than doing yourself like with normal skin color. And it's not really. It's all about shading, and just seriously, it's a lot about Kim Kardashian shit. Just because you have to think about how to make your face kind of like chiseled and angled and more cartoony. Because when people do cosplays, a lot of the times when you take a picture, you look kind of flat because there's so much light on your face, and a lot of the details that makes your face look like you and makes your face look so awesome, it kind of goes away, because you kind of end up looking like, and then you just have 2 nostrils and a pair of eyes and a little tiny mouth, and then everything's just like, yeah. So that's kind of a tip and trick. And makeup doesn't have to be expensive. You can buy, I mean, people think that I use like super high-end products, and I do, but I also have super cheap things. I get most of my face paints from Visage in this little jars of cream-based paints. They're called Grimas. They're 70 kroners each, and they last for a really long time if you're careful with them and use them sparingly, or even it out.
Grimace, was that what it was called?
Grimace, yeah. Some people don't like that. For me, it works great, but Cruelan has some really great. Many people like Cruelan a lot better, so that's also the thing. You should try many different brands and try water-based and cream-based, and try everything you can find basically, and see what works for you and your skin, because everyone's skin is different. Some people's skins are way drier, some people's are more greasy, and then you have to kind of figure out what works best for you. I mean, I have kind of dry skin, so for me, putting on cream-based or stuff like that, it doesn't really bother my skin that much. I'm kind of lucky because I can put basically anything on and it doesn't bother my skin. I don't get pimples. I'm lucky. But yeah.
Very lucky.
And then, yeah, and just when doing shading and stuff, you can just get, I mean, H&M have a great variety of different eyeshadows that you can use for that kind of stuff. I have a gouache palette from Vita, which is kind of a makeup drugstore thing for everything, anyone English, but yeah. And I use that for all of for Nebula, for Petra, for all my Asari. That's one palette with some grays in different tones, some blues, some purples, some greens, and just some light pink ones. And that's basically on all my makeups, to doing all the highlighting and yeah, contouring. So have fun, try. Just overdo it and figure out what you like and what works for your face and what you're comfortable with.
Right. Because in the past, I have painted my face white, but I used water-based, and
yeah.
I kind of like that it's not very heavy, but the problem is that it does start to like peel off after a couple of hours.
Yeah, that's the thing about water-based. Many people do is they put too much on. When I say put it on, I don't mean put tons and tons of layers, because well, I don't particularly like using water-based on my face, because I think it feels like it kind of dries it out a bit, and I don't feel like it that's secure. That's why I use cream-based, because it's kind of, that works more like a normal foundation. So, and then if you just set it with powder, and then you can either use a little bit of fixing spray. Ben Nye has fixing spray. Krenan has fixing spray. Of course, MAC has their own fixing spray. But everything of that can help set the makeup so it lasts basically all day. And cream-based also, it's not water reactant, so it won't, like, a lot of people sweat around the nostrils here, at least I do, and a little bit on the forehead and here, and then your nose starts running, of course, and then it won't kind of affect that.
And so how many layers would you use with a cream base? Do you just put on one thick layer, or do you do ones?
I do one kind of thin layer, because I like to, for me, I don't mind if a little bit of my pink undertone shows through. It doesn't bother me. So I try to just do one, like, not that heavy layer on. Because if you, also a tip, if you do that and you think, oh, it looks a little bit streaky, and you try to pat it down, you can always do, what I like to do is just add a little bit heavier right here, because my skin tends to be redder here, and just around the nostrils, and everywhere you kind of feel that maybe you might react or be a bit warmer, in your face. But it's all individual, of course. But yeah, just try to use thin layer and then use a bunch of translucent powder on top. You can also use baby powder because that's cheaper. It's not as effective in my opinion, but it's a good alternative if you want to stay on the cheap side of things. And that powder will kind of sink into your cream-based paint and kind of set it. But people have, I mean, I've seen people do, Celia, she uses, I think, MAC body paints, and those are water-based, and they're great, but they are costly. So, in my opinion, cream-based is a great alternative, which I like a lot.
Awesome. So when you move like away from your face and go more towards neck, chest, arms, do you still use cream-based or do you change it with something?
Neck and chest, cream-based, yes. Arms, no. I have for Annabella done my arms in cream-based, but yeah, I need so much setting powder and fixing spray, and it will rub off to your clothing, and getting that off your clothing it's
horrible.
It's a hassle. Yeah, I still have marks on my Annabella costume for that. So, my option is, if you're not going to enter a competition with it, go for a body stocking. Just save yourself the hassle. Don't paint your body, because then you can sit, you can rub into people, you can hug people without worrying about it, and you will also feel a little bit more comfortable because you will not feel so naked if there's huge patches. And also, like for my Widowmaker, I have an open back. I can't paint my back myself, so, and I can't always trust someone who's there to help me. So then I would just use normal lycra and turn it inside out so the matte side is out, and just shade that one with makeup or something else.
I've also heard people just chopping up colored pantyhose and using that as or
that is
for your legs.
Yeah, that's a super alternative, and also great if you're going to do tattoos, self-made tattoo sleeves. But if you want to paint your body, I would say go for a good water-based paint and seal it. And also that makes washing it off later a great less. It's much easier. Yeah. Getting cream-based off, you have to rub quite hard at times, and a lot of soap and a lot of makeup remover to get everything off. But worth it, even.
As long as it looks great, that's the important part. All right, so we're kind of, we're going to go overtime today too. Apparently, that's a thing we've started doing.
Yeah.
But that just means that we're having a good time, and that you're saying a lot of interesting things, and people are interested in learning things from you.
And this is all my experience. So what I say is by definition what's right to do, and what I don't like it's wrong to do. That this is just what I've experienced, what I like to do. So I don't want to say, oh, so you like something else, you're doing it wrong, because that's bullshit. You're not. Bullshit. If you like it, then go for it, have fun. Yeah. As long as you use actual makeup, #Karin Olava Cosplay, and not anything else on your face. That's an intern joke, sorry. But yeah. If you've seen her vlogs, you'll get it. Just watch it. Yeah. As long as you use proper makeup, then anything goes, really.
Yeah. Okay. We'll just have to move to the last part of our show, which is geekery. So have we watched, played, or read anything fun this week?
I'm halfway through the last book in the Raven Ring series.
Ooh, cool. How are you liking it so far?
It's good. It's starting to get really exciting and full of action and stuff. So I'm really excited about how the whole thing will end. I'm not saying anything though for those who haven't read the books.
No spoilers, please. I'm not there yet.
But I like the way things have turned. I do. I've played more Diablo. It's a nice game. It goes so fast, and a lot of stuff is happening. And I love all the characters and the armor, so I'm getting a bit inspired by the characters in that game.
New season.
Diablo 3, right?
Huh?
Diablo 3, right?
Yes, the third game. I got it for Christmas, not this Christmas, but the year before, but I just started it now. So I'm a bit behind on my gaming, but yeah, I'm coming there.
Cool. Okay, so Karin, how about you?
Well, not really. I've been busy doing schoolwork actually, and just taking a bit of a geek pause. But I have been replaying Mass Effect 3 though, because always I played that game 30 times perhaps. But yeah, still going back for more. So that's about as geekery as it gets, and reading about statistics.
That's pretty geeky.
Yeah, medical statistics. Ooh, super exciting. Math.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I love math.
Suck at math.
Math is great.
Math is life.
No, but I mean, yeah, I've been replaying Dragon Age Inquisition today because I haven't played anything in so long, and I just needed my fix, and I love that game so much.
Cool.
It's a great game.
And also reading the second Drizzt Do'Urden book, Exile, I think it's called. That's what I've been doing. Enyassia, what have you been doing this week?
Well, I'm still reading the Mistborn trilogy. Book number 2, almost done with that. The Well of Session, very exciting. So I'm looking forward to the last book, Hero of Ages. And I have this weekend been watching a lot of anime movies like Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. And,
I love that movie.
Some other love him too. I want to cosplay him one day, perhaps. We'll see. And
Fun fact about that movie, I was just looking at Layla and her gun, and I'm very tempted to make Layla. Because she has the big shoulders and the badass gun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's quite
She's pretty badass. Yeah. It's sci-fi.
So
sci-fi.
It's sci-fi. And yeah, I'm started watching Enyassia series, and I so want to cosplay from that too because it's so sweet.
Cute. I haven't really watched a lot of episodes. I've seen the first one, I think, and then I just fell off for some reason. I don't know why. Well, yeah.
I could totally do Enyassia. No, Enyassia. Sorry. Oh my God, brain fart.
Enyassia.
Oh
yeah, I totally forgot. I started. I started teaching myself Japanese this week. I downloaded a podcast that teaches you basic Japanese. So I can introduce myself in Japanese now. So yay!
Do it.
Do it. Okay. So it's はじめまして、Anita です。よろしくお願いします。So it means, hello, pleased to meet you. My name is Anita. Please look favorably upon our meeting, or something like that.
Very formal.
Very formal. The Japanese are very formal.
Very formal and very polite. That is true.
I don't know. I probably butchered some of the pronunciations, but I remembered the words. That's important.
Yeah. Let's say the effort that counts.
Yes, it's the effort that counts. Yeah. Oh, Cecilia asks, have you guys watched Outlander? I've seen almost all the episodes. I think I'm on the last episode now. And I love it. Have you watched it, Karin?
No, I have not, sadly.
Well, it's on Netflix now.
Yeah. No, I have so many things I need to watch. Also, I'm going to watch the new Captain America movie tomorrow, so excited!
I want to see that movie so bad.
Yes, me too.
I hear that the Spider-Man role is kind of actually quite cool. We'll see.
I don't mind some Spider-Man.
No. As long as it's not Tobey Maguire, we're okay.
Yeah, exactly. As long as it's not Tobey Maguire.
Oh my god, the pain.
Yeah.
The third one.
I fell asleep after 20 minutes watching Spider-Man 3. It's so bad.
Oh, it's so bad.
So bad.
So bad.
But I did like The Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield. That was a good movie. I like him.
Yeah, at least the first one with the lizard. And, second one, not so much.
I haven't actually seen the second one, I think. Or maybe I have. Is that the one with Gwen Stacy?
No. Wednesdays, there's 2 Amazing Spider-Man movies.
Right.
But one of them, the first one I've seen multiple times. Quite good, in my opinion. Quite entertaining. But the second one I didn't watch through. It was on Netflix. I'm like, watch it. Didn't pay attention.
It happens.
Also, and everyone who hasn't watched Mad Max Fury Road should see it right away. It's on Netflix.
Yes.
Watch it.
If you haven't seen it, shame.
Shame.
Oh.
Shame.
Cecilia asks, how do you guys feel about wigs having 25% merverdiavgift, I don't know, tax, I guess?
Isn't that normal?
Everything has that.
Everything?
Yeah,
Everything. There's nothing you can buy in the universe that has.
Books do not have that, I'm pretty sure.
No, but I think it's a kind of like a culture thing. It's like, yeah.
It's Norway. Welcome to Norway. We have taxes on everything.
Yeah, we're not part of the EU, so that's why. If you want not to have customs on your packages and you have friends in Sweden, you can have things shipped to them.
Yes.
And pick it up. But for me, it's like, oh well, I need it now, so just deal with it. I mean, what you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, I understand. Cecilia says it's annoying because you can't freaking get proper wigs in Norway, so you have to order them. And yes, I agree, it's kind of annoying, but we just have to deal with it.
Yeah. Well, I buy super expensive wigs for my everyday wear, which are about, I save up for 2 years and then I buy one. So it's that or pay rent for half a year. So it's kind of the level we're going at. And of course there's taxes on that, and it's kind of sucks that you have to pay customs and extra expenses on something. But you know, that's just how it is.
Yep.
Just have to accept. It sucks, but there's nothing we can really do about it.
No.
Just don't vote for FRP.
Yes, exactly. Don't vote for them.
Because they just lie to you about doing anything about this.
Yeah, it's like clickbait, you know, on news articles. It's the same thing.
I think that I believe that they can do something about it until they can look at the budget for the whole country, and then they say, "Oh no, we cannot remove it. We'll go broke."
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, which is bullshit, but.
Yeah, but I fully understand annoyance and stuff, but
completely. Okay, but we have to wrap up this show.
Yeah.
Yes, we're overdue. So thank you to all of our faithful, loyal fans for watching. We appreciate it so much. Thanks for all your questions and your comments. We appreciate it so much. Thank you to you, Karin, for joining us tonight.
And thank you for inviting me. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I love the cast you do. I used to listen to them at the morning when I had to travel distance for my internship place, and then I listened to your podcast.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It's good. It's very entertaining.
Aww.
I like it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And
I love this idea.
Of course, you're very, very welcome to join us anytime you like in the future. And
I would like to do so.
And if anyone is interested in learning more about Karin Olava, visit her page on Facebook, which is Karin Olava Effects.
Yeah.
And please subscribe to our show on YouTube, which you can find at the CosCast Video Podcast. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/CosCast. And also follow us on Instagram at the CosCast. We're everywhere. And next week
We're in your pants.
even in your pants. Okay.
Wow.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, hey,
Fitting
hey.
for the hat. Fitting
Yes.
for the hat.
It had to come
Norwegian
in.
jokes, people. Norwegian jokes.
Had to do it.
So hopefully next weekend, yeah, I think we have some guests lined up for that. We'll be announcing that later on the CosCast page on Facebook. So you'll get to know then.
Yeah.
And also we'll be trying to get the whole team who have qualified for the NCC on at some point before they leave for NADCON.
Yeah.
So follow us in the future. Lots of stuff happening.
Awesome.
And
Awesome.
yeah, so have a nice Sunday, everyone, and bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.